and welcome! We've reached that time of the year again when it's time to discuss our wardrobes! If you watched my video last year, you may notice that I'm in a slightly different space. This is my craft room because my closet is currently being renovated. In my closet, so you see I've got that shelf. I've also got this shelf, but it's really weird. It goes all the way back to the back of the stairs, and my fiance is going to be building a back for it. And that's the renovation. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Starting with what I'm wearing right now, this is Angelic Pretty's Luminous Sanctuary JSK in pink. And this bolero I actually picked up at a thrifting event in my city. Like, it's super cute. Like, I love it with this. It's so much fun. As for what's on my mannequin, this is a current project that I'm going to be reworking, actually. I don't love how it looks. This dress is my newest dress. This is Alice in Ribbon Kingdom by Baby the Stars Shine Bright. I am so excited to have it. I feel like every single time I look at the print, I notice something new. Literally just now, I noticed the little rabbit there. This is from 2009. I am at least its third owner. It is missing the waist ties, but it fits beautifully. It is so cute. I love it. It is not currently on a hanger because of the shirred straps. Another new addition for this year is Angelic Pretty's Kiss Me Cat OP. This was only $25 when I bought it, so I am super happy with it. It's so cute. I love the print. It's absolutely precious. It is a little bit constricting on me. There's not a lot of movement in the arms, and it is a little short on me, so I don't wear it a lot. But I still think it's absolutely precious. And I have already fixed it up a little bit because it came to me in a little bit of, not disrepair, but it needed some help. It needed some love. Another new addition this year, this is Rose Birdcage by Metamorphose. This is the Asymmetric Frill JSK. I got this from a member of my comm who was having like a major clean out sale. It was only $60, which I am going to be forever grateful for. I actually saw this comm member at a convention later in the year after I bought this, and they said that I looked better in it than they ever did, and oh, that was emotions. Like, obviously I'm grateful, but like, don't say that, I'm sure you looked great. Another new addition this year, this is a skirt by Sweet Mildred. I don't know if she gave this particular print a name, but I absolutely adore this print. The little perfume bottles and the bunnies, and it's such a good pink. Oh my god, absolutely precious. I will probably be buying more Sweet Mildred main pieces the next time I'm at a con. I believe this is my last new edition main piece of the year. This is a bodyline dress. I don't remember the name of the print. I actually could not find it on Lollaberry, but someone on TikTok did find it, and I was unable to find the comment. It's from Bodyline. I actually do need to do some fixing on it because I just noticed the strap is like coming undone a little bit. That's not good, but I can fix that. That's an easy fix. If we are counting pieces that I made, then I did lie to you. That was not my last new edition of the year. This is, so I got a bunch of this fabric for free. Because my father-in-law works at a landfill, and sometimes people bring stuff there because they don't know where else to take it. And this woman, she didn't like dump it or anything. She had like 10 bolts of fabric that she was like, I don't know what to do with these. I don't want to just dump them. And he took them for me. And this is one of them. They have been washed. I call this the Kitschy Quilt Salopet. So we are entering the territory where, if you watched my video from last year, you'll probably be recognizing these. This dress I actually purchased on AliExpress as part of an experiment a few years ago, just kind of to see like the comparison between Taobao pieces and AliExpress pieces, since they are both owned by the same company, Alibaba. My conclusion was pretty simple. Check all of the reviews very thoroughly and don't expect a $10 dress to be good. But this was $60 and I think it's solid. I think it's really cute, actually. This is Petite Garden by Angelic Pretty. This is the Lavender JSK. I said last year that it is my most expensive Lolita dress to this date, and that still remains. Last year I had it on a fancy hanger. This year I do not, because my wedding dress is on that hanger. It does have pockets. Still has pockets, still love that it has pockets. Still one of my favorite dresses. I don't wear it enough because of how expensive it was. And it wasn't even that expensive. I think including shipping it was like $150. This was my second ever Lolita dress. I wore it a lot more this year than I have in like previous years, because I just decided, you know what, I'm not even going to style it as Lolita most of the time. I'm just going to go in it blouseless, petticoatless. I'm just going to wear it in the summer. So this was from Taobao. The tag says Sunny, but I have no memory of what the print was called. This is Cinderella Rabbit JSK in Lavender by Bodyline. This was my biggest ISO of 2024 for like 3 months. I know that Bodyline is like not the most quality Lolita, and honestly, aside from the fact that it doesn't have a full lining, all of my Bodyline dresses are made very well. Like, again, just aside from the fact that none of them have a full lining. Like, they're made so much better than like regular fast fashion, and I think that's really cool, actually. This is both my first Lolita dress and probably my most worn Lolita dress. This is Kewpie Cupcakes, otherwise known as Angel's Tea Party by Bodyline. This is the JSK in yellow. I bought this off of Bodyline's website on clearance, and like, it was $10 plus shipping. Shipping was like 25 bucks. So this was $35. But absolutely precious dress. I wear it all the time. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite because the other dresses can hear me from here. We are headed into a stretch of dresses that I don't know the names of the prints. First up, this Bodyline dress. I wear this one a fair amount. I think the print is super cute. It does my favorite thing in Lolita, which is like straddling the line between classic and sweet, where it's the pastels with the floral print, so sort of a classic motif in sweet colors. I love that so much. I feel kind of bad. I did not wear this dress once in 2025. I don't think it has a tag with a brand name. I don't know the name of the print. It's probably originally from Taobao. I got it on Mercari. It's just that I think that the waistline ends at a really weird spot on me. I probably should let it move on to someone that will be able to court it better than I can. I picked this dress up from Katsucon a few years ago. I think it has just the most precious little print. It's got this little bell on it. Precious. The brand is listed as Big Goose, but I genuinely have not been able to find anything online about this brand. Another dress that I picked up at Katsucon a few years ago, this is also from Big Goose. I think it is, didn't realize the waist tie was in front of it. I think this is stunning. Absolutely stunning dress. Again, wish I knew what this print was called. I think it's beautiful. I actually, at Otakon this year, saw someone wearing this dress, and apparently they followed me on TikTok and were like, I know you own this dress, when I went to compliment the way that they corded it. So cool. So cool. And we are on to the last dress that I don't know the name of the print. This is definitely a Taobao dress. I think it has just this absolutely stunning carousel print. Hua Sheng Luo Li. Hua Sheng Luo Li. Probably mispronounced that. If I did pronounce it correctly, I probably got the tones wrong. I've had it for a very long time. I think it was my third main piece. So, just like with my other first two, this does have a very special place in my heart. But then again, all of my dresses have a place in my heart. This is Strawberry Sheep by Magic Tea Party. I got this at Katsucon 2024, I think. I love this thing so much. I love sheep. For a very long time, sheep were my favorite animal, and I was like begging my mother to let me buy a sheep because we lived on like an acre of land, which isn't like a ton of land, but it is an acre. And she told me no. But now I have this. It's got this little detachable pocket that's like a little cloud with eyes. Like, it's a little sheep. It's so cute. And I actually did alter this slightly so it has an extra panel under the arm. This was the last one in its colorway when I picked it up at Katsucon, and it was a small. I needed at least a medium. And it's still a little tight, but I can at least get it on and get it zipped up. So this is my heaviest dress and my second most expensive dress that I have ever purchased. I think I paid $145 for it. But this is the Moira OP by Hinana Quina. During that little time period where TikTok was banned and everyone went to Xiaohongshu, I posted a picture of me in this dress, and Hinana Quina commented on that photo. So she feels like a celebrity. Now we're getting into the dresses that I have made. This was the first Lolita dress that I ever made that I still have intact is more accurate, because I actually do still have an older one, but I took it apart. No, wait, actually my mushroom dress is older and still intact, but it might not be for too long. But this was among my first Lolita dresses that I was proud of. And I do still wear it. I need to fix a few things with it, but I do think that the concept was solid with this, and I love the print. If you are making Lolita dresses, especially if you want to make classic, go to a thrift shop and pick up some drapes, pick up some bed sheets. These were drapes. Here's another dress that was once drapes. This one is particularly special because these were drapes that were from my grandmother's house that I took when she passed. So I call it the Liesel JSK, because I wear it with a blouse that feels very Sound of Music, and at the bottom I actually have embroidery of the lyrics from my favorite things from the Sound of Music. I feel like I'm a lot more emotional talking about this one than I was last year, but maybe it's just, I don't know, grief is weird like that. For this one, I've never actually shown off like the top part of it because I ran out of fabric and had to use a different fabric for the straps. But this is another one that I made. This pattern was from the Gothic and Lolita Bible. It's an Innocent World dress. I think, oh, which volume was it? Like 45 or something. I will put up on the screen the correct number. Another Gothic and Lolita Bible creation that I will once again put up the correct number GLB that this is from. This was a baby pattern. I added a lot of ruffles to this because this was made out of 2 sets of bed sheets, and the pink one already had a bunch of ruffles like attached to it. So I just took off the ruffles and reattached them where I wanted them. I don't wear it a lot just because, so this is my preferred petticoat. This hoop skirt. It's a little more dramatic. This doesn't quite fit over a hoop skirt. It would probably fit on this though. So I should just like try it out with this petticoat. We're in the home stretch. The icon. I feel like she looks a lot better when she's on than like this, but the dress from my profile picture. The dress where I took the most iconic photo shoot that I have ever taken a part in. Shout out to my friend Emma who took all those photos in 2023? 2022? Might have been 22. The icon. My Kirby dress, which honestly, I'd love to remake something with this same shape at some point, because this was not made particularly well. I can only describe the mental state that I was in when I made this as a manic episode, because I swear I made this in like 2 days, and that's embroidery there. All of this is hand painted. A video of me in this dress ended up being like my first Lolita TikTok to like pop off. I think it has somewhere in the realm of 15,000 views, which was a lot for the time. We have another hand painted dress. This one is tarot cards. I think this is like my most Halloween-y dress, so I will sometimes wear it for like Halloween. I mostly cover the top because I think I didn't do like a super great job with the bodice. But I think it's something I could rework and redo. When I was first getting into making Lolita, I was obsessed with hand painting. Hand-painted mushrooms. This is another dress that I think I should just chop the top off of. And this skirt is actually like a little long for my tastes. So, chop it off like here. Once again, I have a Gothic and Lolita Bible dress. I will list which number Gothic Lolita Bible it came from, because I don't remember. This one I know for sure was either 15 or 16. This was made with a vintage wool that I picked up at a secondhand craft store in my city. If you have a secondhand craft store near you, go to one of those because they're really cool. This is very much a winter dress for me. It's very heavy. And I do think like a really neat, very different piece in my collection. My final main piece. I made this also out of drapes when I was first getting into making Lolita. You can see a little bit that I've got this same like solid colored accent of purple that I had with one of my other dresses that I showed off, where that had like a solid colored accent of pink. I think that's something I should do a little more of, actually. And that is all for my main pieces. I am going to speed run through accessories. This purse was a new addition this year. This is an Ink Rouge Ita bag. I have put Sanrio pins in it and this keychain of big challenges. I got this purse off of Closet Child. It's an angelic pretty purse that I got for a mere $16. I do need to fix the fact that it's peeling, but I just need to buy leather paint and then I can do it. What is inside this? Is it a mirror? It's probably a compact. Yeah, it's a compact. My Usakumya. This particular Usakumya was from a particular baby location's anniversary, 6th anniversary. So it was a limited edition one. My fiance got it for my birthday last year, 2024. 2024, yeah. Love the little magnet hands. Looks like she's praying, and she's got little angel wings. Love vaguely religious motifs. I call this my Lolita bag. It's an Ita bag with all of my Lolita themed pins. With the exception of this one. This one is a Madoka Magica pin from one of the new series that I have not watched yet. I got it because I thought she was cute. I actually asked the artist, is this an anime character I don't know, or is she just a Lolita? And I still bought it. 2 iconic pairs of platform shoes. These are my Rocking Horse shoes. I got them off 42 Lolita. So they are not like legit Rocking Horse shoes. I'm not paying for Vivienne Westwood's. I'm not paying hundreds of dollars for shoes. My Demonias. I bought these for a cosplay. Stocking. I cosplayed Stocking a few years ago. I think they're really cool, actually. And they work really well with my more gothic cords. And lastly for today, my tiaras. This one is from Etsy, and this one I got at a craft fair. I get a ton of compliments on my tiaras. I love wearing tiaras. They're super cool. Totally recommend it. Tiaras! I feel like I'm actually a little bit out of breath. I am out of shape. But that has been my wardrobe post for this year. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. Blah, 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 blah. The YouTube spiel. I do have a bunch of plans for things that I am going to be doing in the future, like that skirt that I showed off at the very beginning that was on my mannequin. I'm going to be reworking that, and I'm going to be doing like a long form video on that whole process. But I do have plans for 2026. My New Year's resolution is that while I still want to post, I want to fight brain rot. So I'm hopefully going to be doing a lot more with my hands and therefore posting a lot more. Wish me luck! But thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!